today's lecture, students are able to understand the following things. It is also known as learning outcome. Okay. Modern use of computer in today's life. The modern computers are mobile computing, Internet of Things, cloud computing. Along with the cloud computing, we are also going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of a cloud computing. Data centers, where modern use of computer systems or modern use of computers in today's life. First of all, mobile computing. I think so most of you have this device, which is known as a portable or small device, which allow people to access data and information from anywhere in a wireless network system. Mobile computing devices run on batteries and have a limited functionality as compared to the laptop or desktop. While we talk about mobile computing, do you know that maybe you are using WPS Office inside it? So in WPS Office, you cannot record the things. Means complete version of Office is not available inside it, and your mobile devices are running through what? Through batteries. So we got limited functionality in mobile devices as compared to the laptop or desktop. One good thing inside a mobile devices is that we are connected to the network in a wireless form. Next one is Internet of Things. Internet of Things is an interconnection between computer network and physical device to collect and exchange data. Devices used in daily life can be equipped with wireless connectivity. While we talk about Internet of Things, means the device will be connected wirelessly and internet will be enabled inside it. These devices should have some sensors inside it, or should have some camera, microphones, or other equipments which are inside it. They're used to collect data and share data. I'm going to give you an example. Maybe you have seen one ad in which Shahid Afridi is there and he turned on and off his AC by saying that turn on AC, turn on or turn off AC. Or while you are another example, while from from office you're going to home, and before reaching your home you just make alarm or you make a system that you're in your home, your AC get turned on. So that is what, using technology, internet and devices, you create a system which is of Internet of Things. So all kinds of household devices can be modified to work in an Internet of Things system. These devices are known as smart devices and can be designed in such a way that they can interact with a human being through wireless connection, which I've given you example previously. Uh, have you heard about a smart home? While you get inside your home, so automatically lights get turned on. So it's an Internet of Thing. Sensors are there which detects you and automatically turn on a light. Okay, what cloud computing is? So cloud computing means instead of buying and installing your own computer system and software at workplace, you can get it as a service provider managed by another company. what this is basically. You don't need to take any hardware. You don't need to take any software. Okay? You're going to just use the service of any company which have their own hardware and software. You're going to monthly pay or weekly pay, or you can say yearly pay to the company. So in one aspect it is good, but another aspect, which is for security purpose, it has some glitches over here. You can perform your computing task through accessing the services over the internet. The bad thing inside it, you need every time internet facility to access the services. If you don't have an internet, cloud computing is zero, because you're taking services of the other computer which is maybe located somewhere in America or USA somewhere. It does not matter whether the hardware and software is located. It is just sorry, it is just somewhere in the cloud. It is the way of outsourcing your computer requirement. Your hardware, the hardware which is there or software which is there, it may be somewhere outside. Okay, not your computer resources are not using. Only the resource which is using, that is the internet resource which is using, and maybe browser. There are some advantages and disadvantages of a cloud computing. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? Advantages is that you don't need to buy a specific hardware, you don't need to buy a software, you don't need to have a professional person. Okay, so it cut the cost of buying a computer and peripherals. Beside that, you're not worried about equipments going outdated and other problems related to a system security and reliability. So sometimes you need to update your system. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. Let's suppose you're using Microsoft Office Online, which is Microsoft 365. Right now, you don't need to install an Office. Okay, what is there? The Office is installed on another server, on a Google server. You're using their services, and that services latest Office will be available over there. But again, you need what? Internet for that. Okay, right now, if you install, if your system is slow, your computer is slow, so you have to install Microsoft Office 2007 version. But if you want to install Microsoft Office 2019, so you need to upgrade your system. How you will upgrade that? You're going to install a RAM and you will increase the processor speed. So again, no need of updating your equipment when you are using cloud computing. Okay, example of that, while you are working on a online Photoshop software, online Photoshop, which will edit a Photoshop for you. No need of installing the Photoshop inside your computer. Okay, you just open a browser. In a browser, you go to the onlinephotoshop.com. Okay, and there you just upload a photo, what editing you want to do, so it will be done on a server or somewhere. So it's a good thing, and it is, up to some extent, it is reliable and secure. But the advantages, what are the advantages? You need a high speed bandwidth internet connection. Without that, your performance will be slower. So broadband internet you need for that. Another disadvantage is that privacy and security thing is there. Maybe your valuable data is there and you upload on a website, and if the company just uh, give access to somebody to that data, so your data will be leak out. So because you're storing your data on unknown location, you don't know where it is stored. Okay, I'm going to give you one example here. We have a big or large amount of data for Nadra. Okay, right now for Nadra, we have the server which is available inside Islamabad. So a lot of people are there. Hardware, we have bought expensive hardware as well as software for that, and we are managing the Nadra data in Islamabad. Instead of that, we can put all this data on a cloud computing. But what is the problem? Problem is a security risk. Problem is a security risk that our sensitive data cannot be put on a cloud computing. So got my point? Okay. Next one is data center. What data centers are? Data center is the centralized location of collecting, storing, processing, and distributing the vast amount of data. It is the central point where your large amount of data is stored, and everyone around the world, or you can say that everyone on a network, can access that data. It also consists of server, routers, switches, backup equipments, so that let's suppose your data is not accessing, so a backup should be there. Again the example, same, I'm going to give you Nadra data. For Nadra, we have a data center available. We got everyone, CNIC number, their family tree, their pictures, all they are stored on a Nadra data center. And all the banks are connected to that. So whenever somebody is applying for a bank account, okay, somebody want to open a bank account, so their data is verified from Nadra data center. If you want to buy same, again your data is verified from a Nadra data center, and that is a centralized data center. The data center facility usually required air conditioning, fire suppression, smoke detection, security entry. Okay, reason is that your data is very important over there. So you need servers there. You need to cool down that if it is heating up, so automatically it should be cooled down. So you need to put air conditions over there. Smoke detection. If let's suppose fire gets started over there, so it should be identified by smoke detection. Okay, security entry is really very important over there. The persons or the people which are allowed it to get inside that room should be maintained or managed. Otherwise, everyone or the person in a company can get inside it. It may be in a house or in a room, yes, or maybe in an entire building or group of building. It depends upon your data center, which type of data center you have utilized. Okay, which companies need a data centers? So organizations just like government agencies, banks, educational institute, but some of that, not every educational institute need that. Telecom companies, social networking services use large amount of data, though have required a data center. Maybe you are asking, sir, how social networking services use a data center? Do you know there are some Facebook servers, data centers are there in every continent. So there, all the continent data are storing in that data center. Banks use that. We know that most of the bank use data centers. If I'm going to talk about Askari Bank, National Bank, so all they have head office. In a head office, they have a data center available over there. Government agencies. If you talk about army, okay, so army have their data center, and that data center is only accessible by their own network. Other networks are not allowed it to access that data. Same like for telecom companies, Telenor, Jazz, Ufone, Warid, all these companies have their own data centers, and they are keeping our all records inside the data center. Which time you have called, how much credit you have postpaid, prepaid connection, per day how much calling you are doing, how much internet you have used, messages, information, what you have sent. So all these are stored on their data centers. So if somebody want the data, it is not given to everyone. Okay, you may have authorized, you may be authorized person to access that data. Then the company is legally possible that they can give you that data.